Burning Eyes Entertainment presents The H Guys in Pub Encounter.
Yeah, that's the best.
Roberta, are you okay?
There's like 5 tracks
Addy,
in this whole game.
Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Addy?
It's Annie, but sure. I'm fine.
Was I a little too...
There's
sorry.
not
Was I a little too rough?
You have to apologize in order to pronounce it incorrectly, or say it incorrectly like it's written.
Was I little too rough? You were pretty little.
Wow. Mamoru whispered with his usual tone. I was happy to be able to talk like this again, but maybe a little bit.
Ha ha ha. Sorry, sir. Désolé. But after hearing that professional laugh, you know.
They just had sex, of course they
Yep. There was no way I could stop.
did. Okay. Mamoru slowly stroked my back. It is funny to me how there is simultaneously way more sex in this than a lot of other visual novels, and it's because they don't go into detail, none at all.
Yep.
The most we got was that second time. I still don't know how much of that we're going to...
didn't show anything.
Not that I'm complaining.
Yeah.
My body,
no.
having just experienced such fervent intimacy, reacted easily to his touch.
You really are sensitive.
Thanks to you.
That's kind of, how you say, sexual. When you put it that way. Are you trying to say you want to do it again?
Right here in the park, again.
They're not even at the park, they're outside the park.
Close enough.
Do you want to do it again? Right here on the sidewalk?
How could you interpret it that way?
Was I wrong? You don't need any more of my juicy man love?
All of my love... Oh, I can't taint Led Zeppelin, the greatest rock band of all time, with this. No. I'd feel guilty. Pressed like that, there was no way I could say no.
I'd debate that, but not hard.
Especially since I was the one that had so coaxed him into being with me. No, I do need it.
I think they definitely belong in like a top 10 greatest rock bands of all time.
Top 5? Top 3? Again, I put them as top number 1, but...
That's personal taste. Yeah.
Best-selling... Financially best-selling album of all time ever.
Yeah, that is hard to argue with.
Anyway.
You're so honest. That's another reason why I love you so much.
Mamoru dropped a light kiss to my lips. I slowly closed my eyes. Also, last thing I'll say on this topic. I mean, it's sad because they're never going to play again, but I really kind of respect sort of the artistic integrity of once their original, I think it's drummer. I feel like an idiot because I can't remember. But once one of the original members died, they still did music, but they said, that's the end of Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
You know, we can't continue without him. It's not the same band.
Yeah. I definitely love Led Zeppelin. It's just that there are other bands.
Oh, no. I understand.
Rush, for instance, is
they're also a great
beautiful.
one.
Yeah.
You like YYZ? Yeah, Zed, as it's called by them Canadians.
Yeah.
Mamoru dropped a light kiss to my lips. I slowly closed my eyes.
The third part of 2112, when the main character finds a guitar for the first time, is just a fucking beautiful track.
Then, in place of a kiss, laughter began to seep from his lips. Why are you laughing?
No reason. I just thought you looked really cute.
Plus, you don't seem to understand that French rock music is the greatest rock music. I can't even name a French rock band. I know they exist, and I'm not saying that they're all bad, but I'm just saying... I don't know of one that's...
It's weird, like, the genres that are popular in other countries actually, like, apparently Brazil has a huge country music, like, industry.
All I really know is how metal is, like,
Scandinavia has a very famous metal scene, yeah.
Yeah. So the hand that wasn't holding mine went to my cheek. It was slightly cold to the touch.
I think that's where Blind Guardian, which is one of my favorite metal bands, is from. Scandinavia. I forget which Scandinavian country.
Probably Norway is my best guess, but it could be any of them, really.
To see such a lovely young woman waiting for my kiss like that.
Actually, the only country, Scandinavian country, I think isn't that big into... I don't think Denmark is that big into it, but it still has them. Yeah. But Iceland is better known for Bjork.
Yeah. And all the, like, techno and shit like that.
And ABBA?
Yeah.
I think my dad hates ABBA.
I like some of their songs. Fernando is pretty good.
Anyway.
And knowing that woman showed me a whole new way to live, it feels unbelievable.
Mamoru looked up at the sky, the expression on his face as if he'd been freed from some burden. The burden of his balls after he just... Okay, let's not get any more
My
grody.
heart feels lighter, and so does my scrotum.
I was gonna say, let's not get any more grody than we already did. I'll admit, I make some messed up things, but I try and stop the train before it gets to the end of the road. Not you.
I just plow on through.
I don't know what he was looking up there. Maybe various thoughts and feelings were floating around up in the night sky. Looking for me. Suddenly a voice sounded from above us. Flying on his jetpack, apparently.
Looking for me?
Birdman! My arch nemesis in the courtroom, Harvey Birdman.
Yes.
Mamoru instantly moved me behind his back in protection and faced the direction of the voice. Standing there in the darkness was a single man.
I don't need to know about his marital status.
Damn it, you beat me to it. Standing the early morning moon at his back. Early morning moon. No, that happens, but this doesn't look like... Well, this could be early morning. Whatever. It's like 6.
Yeah.
5 or 6. That's you.
Tetsuya.
I'm here to get you. You're coming with
Here
me.
to get ya.
Stop right there, criminal scum. You're coming with me. You're coming with me, I say a second time for emphasis.
I wouldn't let you have her. I have no interest in her, actually. It's only attacking her to get to you. If I kill you, then yeah, I don't care.
Mamoru's low voice as he threatened his opponent, really already, echoed along the silent street. Without paying him any heed, Tetsuya turned to me. The smile on his face sent shivers up my spine. Who said I'm here for the girl?
What do you mean?
I'm here for you, Mamoru. I want to have sex with you. Okay.
Me?
You know that Tokyo would never allow you to live in happiness. That was the same thing Mamoru had whispered earlier in the bar.
You heard this. Yes.
It was a simple feat for the Yakuza with
I was the homeless man in the alleyway.
It was a simple feat for the Yakuza with a bug or two. Surely you know that. A bug? You mean like a
Like a
grasshopper?
cockroach? Ew.
Did that mean... You were awfully precious, girl. Although, honestly...
And that's going up on our special Yakuza porno site.
Yeah, although, frankly, some of the things I heard coming from there... really?
Disturbing. Deeply disturbing. You have sex weird.
There's something about
You do it weird.
I don't know, there's something about the statement of you have sex weird that in that most frank manner that cracks me up. Cold, unreadable eyes stared right at me. Remembering the intense loving that I just experienced, oh my god! That I just experienced, my face grew hot with embarrassment.
I know this gangster is probably about to kill my boyfriend, but oh my god! I knew you were perverted, but I had no idea you'd go that far, Tetsu.
Don't be stupid. It was only a lucky perk.
That's something that belongs only to me. That's something that belongs only to me, and her, and that bum in the alleyway.
That was me. Oh, okay, so you have flags in. Anyway, so please return it to me.
Please return it to me later.
So I can watch.
Yeah.
Return it to you?
The recordings, you know. I'm the only man in the world who's allowed to enjoy that voice.
I get that he's trying to be like a smartass and all, but it's still fucking creep.
Just me, and her, and the bum in the alleyway, and the 100,000 people on my porno site. All the subscribers.
Has more subscribers than us. How? You really haven't changed. You don't have to worry. I deleted all but the necessary parts. So I kept just the porn.
Yeah. I deleted all that bullshit about, like, your history with us and stuff like that. It just starts when she gets naked, okay? Oh, okay. Chivalry as always, I see.
It's only natural being on the front lines still at this age, I would think.
Weird sentence. I really don't envy you as much as I used to.
Come on, Mamoru. Make up your mind already. Don't keep Tokyo waiting like this forever, or else you'll both be in danger.
For what?
That story hasn't told us yet. We're in the penultimate chapter and the story hasn't told us yet. As he spoke, Tetsuya looked straight at me. Behind his back, Mamoru tightly squeezed my hand.
The crime is my betrayal of Tokyo, right? That was more than 5 years ago.
Finally, some explanation.
I'm having trouble figuring out why he's so intent on coming after me after all this time.
Fair enough. Wait, he said that he's getting a promotion.
He's very intent on coming after you because he's a generous lover.
Well, he said he's having some fucking, like, promotion or whatever in the Yakuza, so it might be like a cut all loose ends type of deal. Mamoru angry spat out his words. Haven't you heard about Rina? Oh, or he's mad because Mamoru is maybe indirectly responsible.
Yeah, I heard that it was my fault that she was dead.
The whole time Rina was with Tokiwa, it was you that she loved.
Okay.
Probably didn't notice she was desperate to hide her feelings. She was clever enough to know that if it came out, your life and hers would be in danger. But Tokiwa figured it out. He loved her too, so he just pretended not to notice. Ah, fuck! Silence descended on the quiet street.
Oh, it was literally nothing that we missed.
The pounding of my heart was disturbingly loud under the oppressive stories of the past.
Why did she die?
It was suicide. After you left, she suffered alone, unable to forget her feelings. It's partly my fault, too. As protector of the group, I realized her fragile state too late. Okay, you guys are blaming some of the wrong people in this scenario. I don't want to go too much into this because it can get touchy, but suffice it to say, I feel like the writing is not up to snuff with discussing this topic.
Yeah, exactly.
In the end, she took a large amount of sleeping pills.
And then drank some vodka. That's right. She Jimi Hendrixed herself.
Oh, dude, that's sad.
Yeah.
You don't need to remind me that the greatest guitar player of history is dead.
And at 27, too.
And died in Tokiwa's arms. Mamoru's hand slipped out of mine.
So Rina died. Because of me?
That's a lot of projection, man.
Yeah.
It was Tokiwa who wasn't able to save her. At least that's how I feel. Man, I don't want to talk about this too much.
Yeah.
Suffice it to say that this is messed up.
And also, like, kind of insulting to the suicide victim. But let's move on. Tetsu.
But Tokiwa doesn't feel the same way. Because Rina's final word was your name.
Oh, fuck.
I know I have no right to ask you this, but please help Tokiwa, Mamoru. Oh yes, through the power of friendship, we're gonna redeem the mob boss.
After he tried to murder your girlfriend.
As collateral damage, no less. His sadness at the death of the woman he loved lives on as hatred towards you.
But I...
Honestly,
didn't actually... Like, much as I don't fucking like this guy and think he's a total fucking creeper, he didn't actually do anything. It's not his fault a girl fell in love with him.
Still, the other thing I'll say is, that seems like a reaction I can still sort of believe. It's not rational.
Yeah.
It's not rational, but I can still sort of believe a messed up person who knew that the girl that he loved was actually in love with someone else. She dies, her last words to him, at least being a little bit bitter. This much hatred is probably too much, but I could at least understand some bitterness. Mamoru looked away from Tetsuyu and cast his eyes to the ground. The quiet street was...
Just plucked him out and threw him on the ground. I'm done. You can have my eyes back.
When we said you belonged to the Yakuza, we didn't mean it like that. The quiet street was enveloped by a heavy silence. Wait, that same...
Yeah. That same sentence.
I gently reached out and touched Mamoru's back. When he glanced behind, I quickly asked him, "Why not? You have to face your past, stupid asshole. Please go. Go with him and put an end to all this. And yourself."
Yes. Roberta, what would do you if I didn't come back? Probably Hideaki.
Damn it, you beat me to the punch again! I'll wait, because I believe with all my heart that you will come back to me. That's a smart, strong woman you've got, Mamoru. You're right about the second part, maybe.
I'm almost sorry I tried to run her over in my car.
Almost. But like I said, that's a smart, strong woman you got there. Maybe not till the first half.
Of course she is. Not really. I'm the one that picked her after all.
Mamoru's low voice quietly echoed. I never thought I'd see that look on your face.
What kind of look?
Ever since you came into my care, you've been a troublesome brat, aloof and evasive.
I'm 39.
I'm whatever. I'm
Yeah.
as old as the plot needs me to be. Shut up. See such a sincere look on your face? This goes to show that anyone can change.
I didn't have even the smallest intention of changing them.
Oh, well then fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, whatever. In order to keep this girl who's so changed you from getting hurt, come with me, Mamoru. I don't know what...
People don't really change.
At least not
Not in this way.
not in this way, in this apparently short a time frame.
Yeah.
I don't know what Toki was going to do next.
Dot dot dot.
The higher-ups are watching him with caution as well, since if he does anything crazy, he'd get taken in.
Aye.
As Mamoru hesitated, I took his hand from behind. You see, the Yakuza's actually the good guys. You should help them.
Clearly. No, but they are what is known as pragmatically evil. So, like, if this guy, who is supposed to be soon promoted to Yakuza boss levels, is going fucking crazy and, like, slaughtering his girlfriend's ex-boyfriends, not a good sign for somebody who you want to be in charge of, like, complex business, dealings.
No, I get that. Oh, I get that. I get the real reasoning. I'm saying, but the story would have you believe that, no, they're really good people anyway.
Yeah.
Just say the line.
Okay.
There you go. Master Oscar, right here.
Yeah.
Oscar, get out of the garbage.
Oh, my old cat was named Oscar.
Aw. I was talking about the Grouch.
Died of pancreatic cancer.
Aw. That's sad.
Thought I'd bring it down for a moment.
Mamoru spoke his answers with a sigh. Good. Well, let's go. Mamoru slowly started walking behind Tetsuya. I watched his determined back. His back was so determined as he walked away, not once turning back to me.